Hello everyone and welcome to your Pick a Card reading today. We are doing how can I feel centered throughout these uncertain times. So we have 4 crystals or 4 cards here. Group number 1 is the Libyan Gold Tektite, which is manifestation. Group number 2 is the Calcite Relaxation. Group number 3 is the Herkimer Diamond, which is dreams. And the 4th group is Selenite Spiritual Awakening. So pick which group or crystal that you feel most drawn to, and we'll get started with the first one. Hello to you guys who picked the Manifestation Libyan Gold Tektite group. So let's have a look at what messages from Spirit you have, or what guidance from Spirit you have in regards to you at this time. So how you can keep in your center, how you can feel more balanced at this time of uncertainty. So we have ancient healing wisdom. We have spiritual evolution, find balance, animal guardians, trust your instincts, Knight of Michael, and frustration. Okay, I might pop that one over here so you can see it better. Okay, and I've got my big wand here today. I felt guided to using this, and you know, when I pick this up, there's this feeling of strength. So I feel like there's strength needed at this time, okay? And I feel like also I feel as if when I use this wand, I feel as if I'm transmitting my power or my inner energy into this wand and out into whatever it touches. And so I feel like it's about you gaining that inner strength, so then you can then bring that into the outer world as well. And as I say that, I am being drawn to the ancient healing wisdom. So I feel like deep within you, you have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. I feel like you just have generally a lot of inner knowing. I get the feeling that you, as a soul, have seen many cycles of change within the planet. And I do see that I'm actually seeing a lot of, I feel like you've actually had a lot of lifetimes in tribes, because I am being shown, I mean, I know on this picture here, she looks like a tribal woman, but I'm actually seeing like dirt, like a lot of dirt being around, and almost like a community coming together in a tribe and working through times that have been harder, or I feel like in other lifetimes, or in, you know, in tribal lifetimes that you've lived in, perhaps you've had to work together as a community to feel, you know, to be resourceful, to be able to live, to be able, because I feel like where I'm being showed, it seems like there's not a lot of fertile land, there's just a lot of dirt. So I feel like there had to be a lot of creativity in these lifetimes, and I feel like that's the message coming up within you now, is about this being creative and tapping into your inner knowing. I feel like I get this sense that you may hear things or people say things, but you already had this inner knowing. It's like, oh my goodness, like I already knew that, already had this feeling deep within me. And it's because you do have this deep inner knowing. You're very wise and very old soul, even ancient soul. So you have a lot of wisdom, and you can really tap into that now. And I do feel like you are being tapped into that more so now than ever, because I do see this card here, and to me it says spiritual evolution, set your heart free, and you can see that this person is looking or I imagine they're looking to this light, okay? And there's these birds here signifying freedom, and I also feel like there's signifying your spiritual helpers. I'm actually getting the message that you have quite a few helpers on the other side, and I feel like some of them are a part of your soul group, okay, or soul family, I should say. I feel like some of them didn't actually incarnate physically, but I feel like this is a lifetime chosen for you to really evolve your soul and really come into a real spiritual union here on earth at this time. And I feel like they're on the other side guiding you through this so that you can really evolve. So really connect with your heart, because I feel like you will feel once you make the intention to connect with your soul family, I really feel like you will feel them. This could even be for those of you watching who are star seeds. Some of your soul family may be from other points of origin, other planets. So connecting with your heart is going to allow you to feel that connection. And I feel like the message here is that you remaining connected with your heart is really going to guide you further at this time and make you feel more centered, make you feel more connected, and to feel at ease. There's this sense of feeling at ease. I'm also seeing with this the night. So I feel like the night time is a really good time for you, moon gazing, and also bringing that moonlight down through your being to really help nourish you, okay, and wash over you this beautiful feminine and cleansing energy, so that you can really feel stable at this time emotionally. Because I do feel like with this card here about frustration, I feel like, I feel like this is because perhaps you want to move in a certain direction, especially seeing now with this horse, time to move quickly, okay? So I feel like you really want to charge forward and you're ready to go here. And because of what's going on at the moment in the external world, perhaps things aren't quite as aligning as you would like. So I feel like getting into that feminine flow and that feminine energy and connecting into your heart space, it's really going to show you how to navigate this course right now. And this is where this finding balance here is helping you. And I feel like this is finding balance not only within yourself but in your external world, what you can sort of control, not in the sense of what's going on the planet itself, but more so what it is that you can control around you in the way of your habits, your desires, your where it is that you want to focus your awareness. Because I feel like I get this sense that sometimes you do like to distract yourself, or perhaps you are focusing on something that's not quite aligned with you, but I don't feel like I feel like you're doing that to sort of avoid something else. So I feel like it's not even a big thing. I feel like it's quite a trivial thing, but it's almost like you're distracting yourself with it because you're frustrated and because you're really wanting to move forward. So I really feel like if you can be mindful of what's going on around you, or what habits, or where your thoughts and awareness is at the moment, is really going to help you. Because with the card that you chose, which is this crystal here with the manifestation, I feel like you're very strong at manifesting. And so I feel like if you can have your external world in balance, so having things perhaps as well, you could remove things that no longer serve you in your external environment, like things, but just as habits as well, or things that are distracting you from your course. And I feel like there needs to be more time for you to just sit and listen to your heart, listen to your soul, and really trust your instincts. Because we have here the animal guardian, okay? And I feel like you have a connection with the animals as well. So a really good way for you to ground would be to hold any pets that you have dear, or if not, you could speak to your power animals or animal totems if that's what you do. Otherwise, it may be just sitting out in nature and listening to the birds really helps you get centered. And what I find really interesting is how I've placed the cards. So we have here the shaman with this wisdom, and then we have here the animal guardian. Again, she looks tribal as well. We've got that tribal instinct here. And we've got this owl here, which again represents wisdom. Okay, so you do have a lot of knowing. Try not to focus too much on the distractions right now, and focus more on your internal world, on your in your heart space. Okay, and keep focused on your journey forwards. Okay, because here we have choose logic over emotion and sudden changes. I do feel like there is going to be some sudden changes coming up where you are going to have to move quickly. So and the more you get in touch with your with your soul and your inner knowing, I do feel like this is going to propel you more so towards something new. And I do feel like it's almost like I guess I get the sense that there's sort of like a gateway opening for you here. I'm also getting the sense here like I am feeling like tired. So I don't know if you're feeling some tired energy here. Perhaps you've been waiting for something for quite some time, or perhaps this whole situation that's happening in the external world is really frustrating you. Well, I guess it's frustrating a lot of people at the moment, but however it is affecting your world, I feel like the message for you is to really focus on what it is that you can manifest into your world right now, however that looks for you, and focusing on your heart, focusing on your inner wisdom and your inner calling, because I do feel like you are really being called into a certain direction, and you are being guided. You are not alone, even if it seems like you're alone. I do feel like you feel like you're alone a lot, but you are not. You are in fact surrounded by spiritual beings. So connect with them, talk to them, and even write letters if you want to. If that feels right for you, you could write a letter to your spiritual friends, your spiritual family. Even if you don't really know who they are, you can just say, dear spirit, this is how I'm feeling, or I'm feeling alone right now. Just as if you're writing to a pen pal. I mean, not all of you have to do this, but I just feel like I'm mentioning this for some reason. Maybe a few of you listening to this would really relate to that or find that really comforting. So that might be something to do, especially if you are in any way not so free in the external environment. Perhaps writing is going to free you in wherever you are. I mean, if you are sort of stuck at home because you can't go out at the moment, then that might be a really good way for you to feel connected to spirit. So that's some really nice advice there. And I also feel like with this horse energy here, I feel you've got a lot of strength. You're very strong. So I feel like you're going to move through this time okay. I do feel like you, even if things because I am seeing this red energy, for some of you, it might be everybody, some of your material or your security needs may be uncertain at this time. So if that's the case, I don't feel like you're going to sort of I don't feel like you're going to need for anything. I do feel like what you need will come to you. I don't feel like I know that some things may not feel like certain, and spirit wants you to know that's okay. Not everything has to be certain, and it's a way that we've all lived for quite some time. So you walking the path of your heart and your spirit is really going to help you. And this connection is going to help you feel more grounded, okay? Especially here with this, a lot of this is earthy tones, and I was talking about that dirt. So even getting connected with the dirt, like, or putting your hands on the dirt or feet on the dirt around you, can bring you back into, or smelling, spirit saying smelling the dirt can really ground you and bring you back to these past life memories of survival and of perseverance and of following, because I do get the message here that a lot of the ancient tribes, they used the messages that were around them. They used the guidance that they felt in their heart and in their being. And also I get the sense, I'm getting told, they would seek elders and shamans for help if they needed. So if you feel like you do need some guidance or some help at this time, seeking a really good shaman, seeking a really good healer, or an elder in your community, or someone who you really love and trust, or somebody who you feel like would understand your situation and help you to feel like you're moving in the right direction, could help you as well. So I get this really beautiful sense here of you being so in tune and so real. You are, I don't know if you know it, but you are incredibly connected and a beautiful being. And so keep moving forwards. And spirit showing me like the dark of night and walking through the dark of night, just like this picture. And at the end of it you can see the light. So just keep following that through this time, and having a real trust in your heart, and knowing that you can do this, and pulling every bit of strength that you can. And I feel like you're going to come out of this okay. You're going to move through this okay. I'm just going to get another card here. Yeah, I felt guided to grab a few more cards here. So I feel like with this conflict card that perhaps there may be some internal conflict going on, and this is because of this frustration. So wherever it is in your life, or if it's to do with what's going on globally at the moment, it's playing out in this conflict, this internal conflict. And perhaps too with this energy here, I feel like with the red energy being the root chakra, and also the yellow energy of the solar plexus. I mean, the red energy again is about your stability, and the solar plexus is about your will. So perhaps you're in some conflict over what it is you should do to survive, or what it is you should do towards your own divine will. Okay, if you get into this, okay, if this relates to you, then spirit wants you to know, come back into balance. And how you do that is by meditation. Okay, really coming back into breathing, breathing your breath right down through all of your chakras. Okay, even breathing in source energy. So you can imagine that at the top of your head there is source energy, and really breathing that right down through all your crown chakra, third eye, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. Okay, and really really lighting up that root chakra as well, so that you feel safe and secure. And you can even like bring that light down into earth as well, and connect your energy to the earth to feel really grounded. Okay, so this is what's going to help you to feel balanced at this time. So that's the messages I have for you, for those of you who chose the Libyan Gold Tektite. I wish you all the best and thank you very much for watching. Much love. Hello to group number 2, the calcite group, relaxation. So let's have a look at the messages and guidance from Spirit about how you can feel, how you can keep centered in these uncertain times. Okay, so we have perseverance, we have 3 of Raphael, we have the fire garden, ignite your passions, darkest fears, third eye vision, reclaim your mind, we have movement, and we have perspective. Beautiful cards, beautiful. So I was saying in the last group, I felt really guided to bring my wand out, and I feel like this is to signify strength, okay, and also alignment of energy. Okay, so for you, what's going to keep you centered through these uncertain times? There's definitely this aspect here of you with these passions, igniting your passions and your darkest fears. I feel like it's about you working towards, or you really discovering what you're passionate about. I feel like this time is going to allow you to work on your passions or plan. There's something about you really igniting something through this time. I do feel like for some of you, there may be some time here where you may need to, there may not be, you may not be working as much, or it could be just that what's going on globally is making you think more, but there's definitely a shift of energy here, a shift of perspective, and I do feel like this is going to ignite some new passion in you, a new direction in you. It's definitely going to get you thinking about what it is that you're really here for, what your real purpose is. And I do see that again with this orange energy here, which is the sacral energy. So that's about your creativity and your sexuality. Okay, so I feel like this is you, what you want to birth, moving forwards into this, into earth, into your time here. Okay, now with this darkest card here, interesting, I said darkest card, darkest fears. I feel like this is perhaps fears holding you back from your passions, or perhaps there's been things in your life that have held you back in some way from moving forwards. And I feel like, at this time, what's really going to keep you centered is you moving past your fears and focusing on these passions. And you I feel like almost the energy at the moment in some way is going to be beneficial for you in moving forwards. I feel like it's shifting something for you. It could be shifting definitely shifting a belief, because we have perspective here, making you see something in a different way, which is going to remove a blockage and allow you to see your truth and see what it is that you're really passionate about. And not only do we have that, we have third eye vision, reclaim your mind. So again, it's clarifying my feeling of you coming back into clarity of what it is that or discovering what it is that you're really passionate about and what it is that you really want to do moving forwards. With perseverance here, it is going to take some perseverance to move past old ways of being, okay, or even an old job or whatever it is in your life that you're having to let go of now. Because I do see 9s here, so I feel like for a lot of you there may be some things that you have to let go of, because 9s are about things, coming to an end. So, and with this perseverance, you may have to persevere against some, resistance. And this could be your own internal resistance, or it could be external resistance of the time at the moment. But with this movement card here, and if you look at this card, you can see it's quite peaceful, it's quite serene, and there's like mountains. So I do feel like this time is actually going to create the stillness you need in some way for you to move forwards. And as I said again, it's to do with you changing something within you in your belief systems, okay, or changing a pattern. All right, so I do see a graceful movement forwards here, even though there is a level of perseverance past something. I do see you finally moving in the direction that is a lot more peaceful for you. Some of you, what's being brought up for me right now is that some of you could be moving. Some of you could be moving through all this to a place that's more peaceful. You may realize that you don't like being in cities or around a lot of people anymore. You may be forced to move to somewhere else. I don't know how all this is going to turn out, and I don't know all your individual situations, but what is coming through is that I do feel like for a lot of you, you could be moving to somewhere much more peaceful, or you may start to realize, hey, I want a more relaxed life. I want a life with more more peace. And so and you may even start to, with your third eye starting to open, you may start to see visions, or you may feel like, okay, well, this is how I want my life to look now, okay? And it's one of much more peace and love and serenity, okay? And I feel like you're just going to move in that direction. So try not to resist that movement, especially if that's what's calling you right now. But I do feel like the perseverance is more so around through the endings, because I do feel, even though I feel like it's a graceful movement forward in a direction, whether it be moving or whatever in your life, I do feel like whatever's holding you back here, or the things that you may have to let go of, it may be a job, it may be old friendships, it may be it could be perhaps even a loss of money through these times, and you have to step forward into an unknown in some way, and so that may cause you to feel like you have to sort of push through a restriction in some way, in that way. But I do feel like once momentum starts for you, once you shift a certain belief and momentum starts for you, we'll be moving gracefully forward. And I see here with this three of Raphael that it says a community of friends, so and reasons to celebrate, and it says happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So I actually get the feeling here that this is about you really connecting with your community, and you may even be moving into a place where there's more people who are like you, more heart-centered people, because I am seeing a lot of heart energy here with the green here and the green here and the green all around here. So you could be moving into a community, or you could be finding through this time really talking with others is going to help you feel more centered, okay? Also through this time with the relaxation card, finding times to relax whenever you can. I'm actually getting another message that for some of you things may be moving at a fast pace. So for some of you may be having to help others, or you may be just pushed at every level to get things done in some way. And I feel like if that's the case for you, then relaxation is really needed. You might be one of those people who help everybody else, and that might be why after all of this you may feel drawn to sort of living a different life in some way. I just get that sense, okay? I know we're talking about what keeps you centered, but I just feel like you focusing on things that you really want in your life is going to help you keep centered, because it's going to help you to create moving forwards, and it's going to help you shift from whatever's needed, shifting in your life, and shifting away from all the fear and everything to do with the virus and all of that that's going on in globally in the world, and more so focusing internally. So for you right now, this internal focus is on you opening your third eye, reclaiming your mind, moving towards your passions, and focusing on your community, and that's really going to help you in moving forwards. So that's all the messages I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, comment. Much love to you. Bye for now. Hello, Group 3. You chose the Herkimer Diamond, and this card is Dreams. So let's have a look at how you can keep centered through these uncertain times. So we have Determination. We have 9 of Gabriel. We have Eagle, Master, Align Your Universe, and Grounding. Beautiful. Look at this card, guys. So I first of all have to tell you, I felt drawn to use my wand, which I really haven't used that much. And I feel like it's to signify strength, because when I hold this, and it feels strong and stable, and I feel like, it's almost like it's so powerful, and then I can sort of direct my energy to where I want it to go through this. And I feel like that's a message about being strong through this time and focusing in your internal world and your own personal strength. And then you look at this card here, the Tree. So I feel like for you, it's going to be very, very important for you to keep as grounded as you can. And I feel like this could be because you're quite sensitive to the universe and the energies in the universe, and on the planet in particular. And I do feel like you are quite a multi-dimensional soul. What does that mean? It just means that you are quite connected to energy on a whole. And I feel like you keeping grounded like this tree is going to be really super duper important for you, so that you can remain not so, to keep you more centered, okay, rather than, because I feel like if you are not grounded, you could become quite anxious, and just really feeling unstable, or you could even, your emotions could start getting you, I am hearing moodiness, you could get quite moody, things like that. And it could be just because you're ungrounded and you're feeling all the energy around you. So Mother Earth is really going to be your what's going to help you feel centered. So go out into Mother Nature as much as you can, and even visualize yourself growing roots right deep into the core of Mother Earth every single day, so that you can remain as grounded as possible. And like here, seeing things from a higher perspective. As I said, I feel like you are very, you can see many different perspectives, and I feel like you're really being called to see things from a higher perspective, not to get really caught up with everything that's going on around you, because I do feel like people, the media, or the situation can keep you pulled in, because I do feel like you being sensitive and quite empathic, that you may feel like you want to do more to help, or you may feel like, why is this happening? You may even, I'm hearing anger, or getting upset at the fact that this is happening to the world and things like that. And like you could be, I'm hearing now, I'm getting like a lot of like solar plexus energy and a lot of anger around governments doing more, and why aren't they helping these people and things like that, which is beautiful that you feel that way. But I just feel like spirit wants you to see things from a higher perspective, okay? Because it's not going to help you getting caught up in that, because it's going to pull you off center. And what spirit really need from all of us right now, especially you having this awareness and watching this, is to keep our center and seeing things from a higher perspective, because that is what's going to help the people. Okay, because if we cannot control what's outside of us, we can only control what's inside of us. So I feel like that's a really important message here. I am seeing here with the master and the dreams, okay, and align your universe. I feel like, and they're also pointing out to me right now, we've got determine and stay determined and move forward. So I do feel like, again, there's that message of you keeping yourself in alignment right now. See the outside globally stuff like as a higher perspective, and of course have compassion and understanding for what's going on around you, but you keeping yourself focused on your dreams, focused on mastering yourself, mastering your own emotions, mastering your own energy field, okay? And keeping yourself aligned is very, very important, especially if you do tend to get a little bit anxious, okay? I feel like too with the dreams card, you could be getting messages through your dreams, okay? Or you could be just releasing a lot within your dreams as well. And I feel like it says here, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility and environmental activism. I feel like for some of you, you could be involved in environmental activism. That could be why I'm feeling this strong sense of that activism energy of you wanting to do more to help others, or you wanting the governments to do more. And I feel like that sort of energy is really good, and it's not something that you should ignore in any way. But it's more like I'm hearing, use that energy for the greater good. Use that energy to align yourself, and then bring that into your creativity, bring it into your dreams, bring it into what you can create to help the greater good, okay? Because you, as I said, you keeping yourself aligned and bringing that energy out there into the world helps, and you creating what it is that you want to do to help the earth is going to be really beneficial as well. Because we do have like this tree grounding card, and then we've got all this earth energy. So you could be an earth angel, you could be somebody who really looks after the earth, and somebody who may be really good with gardening, okay? So you may want to start doing gardening. Gardening could really help you keep centered right now. Again, it's that message of keeping grounded. So, gardening is very grounding, okay? And, you've got two cards of determination. So you've really been called to stay determined. Don't give up here. Don't think it's all lost and all over with, because it's not. And you have a very, very, very strong purpose here, and you have a very strong will, and put it into the right channel of energy. Instead of giving the energy to what you can't control, put that energy into what you can and start creating from that, because I see you doing good things. I mean, even if it's in some way helping others. I mean, some of you could be doing workshops on gardening and things like that. I mean, this is not going to relate particularly to everybody, but, for some of you watching, it will be. Take it where it resonates in your life, okay? But I do feel like you're going to be really able to really bring this out into the world. And I feel like with this mastering your energy here, I feel like this is you freeing your heart. Okay, there's a lot of heart energy in this card. So you following your heart and your dreams, if you can focus on that, that's going to keep you centered. Okay, keeping yourself and your energy centered and grounded. I'm just going to grab another card here because I am feeling drawn to. Yeah. Surround yourself with protective energy right now. So, as I said, keeping yourself grounded and then protecting your energy field, because you are very sensitive and you are very empathic. So you don't want to be taking on the fear of what's going on at the moment or those around you. Be open to healing information. I feel like some of you could be healers, okay? And again, there's a lot of this heart energy. So again, connecting with your heart. Look at all this green. Okay, there could be a good opportunity for you at the moment. You may be going through some healing at the moment yourself. Okay, or using this time to connect with your emotions. To connect with your emotions. Let me just get another message. And deep breathing. Spirit's saying, like, connect with your breath as much as you can. That's going to help you feel centered. And I'm just being guided. Just a moment, guys. I'm just going to pause and get this book. Just a moment. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I just had to go and get the book. It's the Angel and Ancestors Oracle deck. But it doesn't happen very often, but I actually felt guided to read the message to you. So I will do that, okay? It says, be open to healing information. Message, listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with the energy. But they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation, whether that be your health, relationships, or even career. So be alert for this. The Medicine Guardian has a corticus, a healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of will and desire, and a chalice, which represents returning to a state of wholeness, a state where your cup is no longer full but overflowing with goodness. The emerald color of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels. And its extended message is you are being exposed to information and insights that will have dramatic healing effects upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you're working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. So again, as I said, I feel like you could be going through some emotional healing at this time, and that they're here to guide you, the angels, through this healing. And again, if you are one of those people who are, very sensitive and, picking up on energy and feeling quite anxious, I feel like this is a great time for you to really learn about yourself and your sensitivities and how to protect yourself and how to, heal yourself and and connecting with Archangel Raphael if you feel that drawn to doing so. But for some of you, this is a card about you getting healing information from others, or you may be healing others at this time. Okay, some of you may be healers and healing others. I feel like there's just one more card for you. There's a lot of messages for you. Embrace the energy of peace. So look, there's so much heart energy here, and so you keeping peaceful right now is really going to help you keep centered. Keep in your bubble is what I hear, okay? And keep mastery over your emotions, okay? So that's your messages. I hope that helps you in moving forwards and through these times. I send you much love. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below if you felt it resonated. Much love. Bye for now. Hello to you, Group 4. You chose the Selenite Spiritual Awakening. I just want to say, like all the other groups, I felt drawn to using my wand, which I haven't really used in a reading before. And I feel like it's because it represents strength, okay? And you having your inner strength at this time and keeping grounded and aligned. And as I said, I feel power within this. And so that's your inner power, okay? And keeping that strength. And with this selenite, this is a spiritual awakening. So let's have a look at what's going to help you feel centered at this time. So we have venture out, the Nine of Michael, High Priestess, harness mystic power, success and growth, channel your knowledge, and vigilance. Okay. I feel like for a lot of you, you are writers, authors, channeler, okay? And I feel like you have wisdom to channel. You have stories to write, okay? You are connected. When you write, you are connecting with the higher realms, or you are connecting with knowledge, okay? So I feel like at this time for you to keep you centered, because I see with the Nine of Michael here, it says your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So I feel like you are quite worried at this time, and perhaps it could be keeping you up at night. And I feel like saying that Archangel Michael is there protecting you and looking after you at this time, and that you are moving into a time of success and growth. So I feel like Spirit, particularly Archangel Michael, wants you to know that for you it's going to be important for you to focus your mindset right now, rather than on worry, but focus it on your own growth, on your own success, and how you can, and even if at this time things are uncertain and finances are uncertain, all that, you can still create, you can still plan, you can still dream. Remember, you are creative. And I feel like for a lot of you, I'm actually being guided to move these cards around. I feel like for a lot of you, you are writers, so you can use this time, instead of focusing on the worry, start writing. The writing is going to be the way for you to keep centered, okay, and channeling your divine knowledge. And also for some of you who aren't writers per se, it's actually going to help you. It could be just about you journaling at this time. It could be journaling what you're feeling if you're going through a spiritual awakening. Writing in a journal every single day is going to keep you centered, okay? I feel like it's going to keep keeping you centered, because it says critical judgment. I feel like when you're writing, it's like you understand things at a deeper level. So that's really going to help you feel more calmer, and it's going to help your mindset focus on your own growth and your own success, and what you can really plant, what seeds you can plant moving forwards, and how you can move forwards towards your own individual hopes and dreams. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess, harness your mystic power. So you have mystic power, you have a manifesting ability, and you could be somebody who reads tarot, you could be somebody who is a medium, or somebody who is in some way connected to mysticism. Is that the right word? Never mind. But in some way, you have the ability to really focus yourself forwards and manifest. I really get this sense of you having a really good manifesting manifesting ability. Okay, I feel like I'm tripping up on my words a bit. That could be because your energy is also very worried, and perhaps that's sort of affecting your throat chakra a little bit. Okay, and I feel like this writing is really going to help you become clearer, really crisp clearer, and it's going to help you decide what it is you need to do moving forwards. Okay, it's going to help you keep strong and vigilant in what it is that you need to do as well. I do get this sense of you also. I'm getting the message of you being strong and knowing who you are. And I get this sense for some of you that you have some information to bring forwards right now. This is not going to be for everyone, but this message is coming through for someone watching, that you have information to give. And I feel like some people may not understand this information that you have to say, or it might be new to the world, but I feel like it's you have this knowledge for a reason. You are channeling this for a reason, and this could come back to the Egyptian times. Okay, this message could be coming from Archangel Metatron as well, but I definitely feel like whatever it is, it's your purpose to bring this out into the world. That's why you've had this spiritual awakening, or why you're in this spiritual awakening alongside the planet. The planet's going through a spiritual awakening, and you are here to bring in new information. Okay, and you are here to bring that out into the world however you see fit. Okay, this could even be just sharing with people that you work with. Okay, or this could be you channeling information into a book, or you channeling onto YouTube, or whatever way that it works for you, whatever way. Okay, but I feel like with this vigilance card, I feel like this is about you staying strong and firm in who you are. Okay, because I want you to look at this card here. Now, she is in her power. She is in her power, and you look at her arm, even her arm is strong, and her direction is strong. Her head's right up. So I feel like Spirit wants you to stay vigilant. You are being guided and protected here with the black cat, okay? And I feel like you keep also with the cat can sympathize, sorry. A cat can symbolize, being very intuitive, okay? So you're very, very intuitive, okay? So trust your intuition, trust the information that's coming through. This could be ancient knowledge that's been buried for some time, and you be strong and vigilant in the fact that this is what was meant for you. This is you are in your truth, and that it doesn't matter what anyone else says. You're here to bring that truth through, and people will understand it in time, even if at the moment you're sharing information and people don't understand it or even like it. Keep persevering in that and keep putting it out there, because with this spiritual awakening and what's going on in the planet, there's a major shift happening. We're moving into the Aquarian age, and people will start to understand it, and then they will be like, wow, okay, I get you. But if you don't venture out with it and you stay hidden because you're worried about what people think, then that information, you're holding that back. So don't hold it back, okay? But for others of you, it's moving out of worry and trusting your own intuition, and that focus on your own success and growth, and keep yourself aligned and centered through writing. Okay, so that's the messages I have for you, Selenite group. I wish you all the best, much love, and please like, subscribe and comment. Bye for now.